Quick video. So what's going on, folks? Welcome to AntRC. Well, yeah, this is going back to Modelsport. I've got a problem. Some time ago, when I was building my SCX-10-2 Raw Builders kit, I decided to get a flash crawler brushless ESC Hobbywing Xerun motor and speed controller, and it's been superb. I have loved it. It's been great. The control, speed, superb, until the last run out, and some funny noises coming from the truck. Thought it was the drivetrain, not the motor. Got home, tested it, and it seemed to be fine. I then couldn't connect to Bluetooth properly. Got connected to Bluetooth, because you don't do this by cable, you just do it via Bluetooth, via the app. And it said you need to do a firmware update before you can proceed. So I did a firmware update. Then I couldn't connect to Bluetooth. So I was sitting there with the truck on for 10 minutes. I reset the ESC. Then all of a sudden, I could smell it getting hot. And I mean properly hot. So both the motor and the ESC were really, really warm. And then magic smoke started coming out of the motor. Poof. And it's just clicking backwards and forwards. So that's since I've done the firmware update. So it was fine until then. So how a firmware update can do that, I don't know. But yeah, the firmware update meant that I couldn't connect to Bluetooth. It just wouldn't show up. And then the motor wouldn't go backwards or forwards, and then it started getting hot and smoking. So I've contacted Modelsport, who I bought this from, and they said the warranty is only for 6 months. However, because of the fact that this is a firmware update and, you know, it didn't go bang or smoke while I was running up a hill, then they'll send it back and see what they can do. So I'm not particularly hopeful. It's nice of them to say they can send it back. To be honest, I'm more concerned about what's happened to it. I want to know what's gone on, and if they can tell me, fine. You can unscrew the back of the motor, but I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, who knows? So that's a real shame. Mal, I can hear your comments ringing in my ear holes saying you used to bother with expensive stuff. I don't anymore. So the SCX-10-2's gone back to, I actually put the MC6 Cross RC 45 turn motor in it, and I've put a 1080 speed controller in it for now. But let's see what happens, because this is expensive, guys. This is very expensive. And as far as I'm concerned, the only thing I can see is that the speed controller, well, the firmware update, sorry, seemed to break it. How, I don't know. Whether that's just a big coincidence, we'll see. The motor still turns, but when you plug it into a battery, it's fine. It's not until you plug the RX in that the motor then won't turn, and it starts to get really hot. And that's happened with 3 different radio systems I've got here, so it's not just a setup on one radio system. So I will report back and let you know what happens. Just a quick update for you, really. So I'm sitting here on the computer ready to set up the postal stuff, so I can just do a click and collect. Yeah, and then we'll go from there. Catch up soon. Thanks. So folks, even bye for now.